I got a good one for you right now. My buddy Matt is gonna come meet me. I am at Ponce Landing in Melbourne, Florida, and I got a bag full of sand fleas here. Got about, I don't know, maybe about 60 of them, so that's 60 tries. We're going for pompano. I'm just waiting on Matt to get here. We're gonna head down the beach, cast out, fingers crossed, we got the right tide. I would love some pompano sashimi, so fingers crossed, let's go. I'm Matt.
Hey! Super squeaky cart here, sorry.
Hey, that's all right.
It's seen a little salt water.
Yeah, I don't know if that could look any more perfect. That's like absolutely beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
And this is one of my first stops from New York, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt promised we were only catching keepers and a lot of them, so.
You'll see. They're this big. Might as well.
So you cut them in half, all
Cut
right.
them in half just like that when they're gigantic. You never know what you're gonna get from the bait shop. You know, sometimes you get giant ones. Sometimes you get ones that you got to put like 2 or 3 on the hook at the same time. Sometimes you can get them with your hands too, if they don't go super deep. Alright, we'll find another colony. Yeah, it's pretty epic. It's pretty cool. I learned how to dig them with my hands, like, to begin with, so had to always learn how to find them.
All right, so wait. When this comes down.
All this right here, all this ripples,
Yeah.
all that's gonna be sand fleas. So stay right here, and you're gonna see it pop up. Kind of trod it all over, so they went down a bit. But you can see them. There's like a bunch of them mixed into it. They're all hiding, trying to get away from me.
Okay.
You see the sand's kind of moving a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So I try not to disturb them too much, because that's. So look right here in this little tide pool. Nice. The line. So this is one of the deceiving hits with pompano. Freaking. Sometimes they hit and charge the beach. So if you don't see the initial hit, you'll only see the line go slack, which is what I noticed. My line would look like it was all the way down the beach.
So as we're over there messing with little sand fleas, Matt over here got a pompano. So target species acquired. Look at his tail. Something got him.
Oh yeah, maybe it's kind of tiny. It might be a bluefish that got him, maybe a mackerel. But he's short, so he's gonna go back. Sweet. We're on the board, baby. We're on the board.
All right, so we're on the board. We got one, but not the right species, just not the right size.
Yes.
But hey,
We're about 1.5 inches off.
listen, we got all the bait we need right in front of us in the sand. We're gonna stick it out till sunset.
We got one sand fleas. This is what we're after.
Okay.
Right here.
All right.
We'll look for another colony. A lot more bigger ones.
No, we're off.
I would be hopeful. Be hopeful.
All right. I like your positivity.
It looks like it's going a little bit to the side there.
Oh yeah, we're still on.
All right. Oh, that's a good fish. That's the butterfish impersonator. The right line might not be the right size, but it's the right one, baby.
All right.
That's it. Is this your first pompano?
That is my first pompano.
Whoa. Hey.
All right.
Very cool.
There we go. So what they got to be 11.
11, yes.
11.
So this guy's probably like 9.5.
I was gonna say that looks maybe 10 if that. But all right,
Little golden
we're gonna throw them back. Oh,
That's a good one.
that's a good one. All right. I said I'm waiting for the wave to bring them in. There we go. Oh, what is it?
The lady.
Ah.
Fish. Oh, he's over, right.
All right.
That was a good hit. We'll take it.
Ladyfish.
Yes.
The poor man's tarpon. That's it. Hey, fish are biting. That's all right.
Hey, dude, that's a freaking chunk. Yeah, definitely. Yes. This guy, he's the grand provider.
Listen.
Oh, ho, ho. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, let's put it on the ground. That'd make life a little easier. I think we're almost at the trash can slam.
Hey.
Ladyfish, crab. What else we got? A short pump, which I don't know if he adds to the trash can. You know, we might have to put a little more respect on him.
Is he hooked or just snagged?
Oh, yeah, you got him. Good. Hey. All right, Will, do me a favor.
I was gonna say, yeah, hang on.
Grab this claw over here. Perfect. All right, and I got this one. Just don't let go, for God's sake.
He'll drop this one as soon as I
No.
pinch it. Yeah.
Don't pinch.
Yeah, because we're gonna use them for bait.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So, drop your claw, brother. Point it.
All right, well, turned into bait. He messed with the wrong bait. Now he is bait. So there's a lot of dispute of what kind of crabs these are.
Calico.
They're calico, not leopard. It's crazy.
So, something that you notice, I don't know if you ever heard of the pump shuffle, but it's a thing. So, and it applies to any fish that you're catching in the surf.
Yeah.
Like literally, you know, as you're reeling in, you are not just fighting the fish, you're fighting the waves too. So all this current, as this water rushes out, is trying to rip your fish off the hook. So like what you'll notice is as you're bringing it in, you'll get the wave giving you more tension, and when you feel that, you literally want to move your feet and get closer, and then vice versa. So
right.
when the wave crashes and it starts giving you the bait or giving you your fish or whatever it is,
reel
your
in
feet backwards, and you continue reeling the whole time. That way you maintain pressure.
It's on, but it's small.
There it is. No way!
No! Oh.
Hey, you got dinner, man.
Listen, now we got the trash can slam.
Now we have
The worst fish ever. I hate these things, man.
You don't want to give him a belly rub?
God. Yeah, so these are venomous. So that's fun. If you've ever been poked by one, you see stars. Things are the worst. I'm not even gonna give him a respectful release. No, I will. It's not his fault. Oh, there you go.
Well, bring it in, because we still got some daylight, so we might as well get a fresh bait on it. Yep.
I don't know if it's all, it seems like it's all like little fish messing with everything.
On the moonlight! On the moonlight,
Who's got a, wait, we kill the music?
Yeah.
All right. I know you probably can't see anything, so yeah, this is pretty funny. Hold on, let me get my light out here. All right, we got a halfway decent whiting. Hold on, wait, hold it for a second.
Come on.
Listen, man, right now, for the amount of time we just put in, that's a very good whiting.
It's a very good.
I will take it.
That's what we call a fish taco.
That is, yeah, he's coming home. That's dinner. All right. Even though it wasn't exactly what we were after, we had a couple of small pompano, we had a couple of catfish that I didn't bother recording, but it was a tough day of fishing, but it was still a very fun day of fishing. At the last minute, at night, this whiting showed up. Is it a stud whiting? No. But is it dinner? Yes. And because he was kind enough to show up for us, we're gonna give them the 5-star treatment, and we're gonna make as fancy a dish as we can utilizing this entire fish. So first things first, I'm gonna scale them, and then we'll fillet them and get moving on the dish. So as I was scaling this, I said it was a guy. I think it's a girl, and I think there is roe inside. So we are going to very carefully try to get inside without puncturing it. Very small roe. That is the roe sack there. Let me try to get this out again. I don't want to break it. So we'll move the guts aside. So that's the roe. So we're going to take this out and we're going to cook that as well for our dish. You don't want to break the sack that it's in. You want to keep that intact. There we go. I mean, that won't fry up too much, but again, we're working with a small fish, so every little bit counts. So we're gonna put this aside. Okay, and as far as removing the gills and gut, we're gonna split that all the way to the top. And just with our fingers, we're gonna grab onto the gills here, take them out, and then we're gonna detach them from the bottom here. And everything will come out together, just like that. So nice and easy. And then you can take your finger and push that up, and we'll give that a rinse. That's the kidney there. Little extra blood. And clean that out. We'll give this a rinse. Give that a rinse, so nice and clean inside now. We're just riding the rib bones all the way down. So we get to the spine, and ride that spine. We'll come up over the rib cage. So there you go. We have our one fillet, no ribs, and our scaled skin on. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. And then we're going to utilize the body and the head. And this side, just to show you a different way, you can go through those ribs and clean them off after. Now we have the same fillet and the ribs here. All you do, follow underneath. There you go. So doing it this way and taking the ribs off, you end up with all that belly meat, which again, a fish this small, is kind of important. Take off that back fin there. So between the two fillets, you get a little bit more because this one we cut the belly off. But like I said, we're utilizing all of this, so that belly flap is going to go to good use. But either way, we got 2 decent fillets. Now we're going to get this into a pot of boiling water. Actually, I want to show you as well an easier way. Instead of cutting the pin bones out, you have pin bone tweezers. Grab a hold of them and you can pull out those pin bones without losing hardly any meat at all. There's only about 4 or 5 of them, but it's definitely enough to ruin a day. But I do like pin boning them this way instead of making the cut, because you do lose meat when you make that cut. This is just a lot more efficient. Okay, our boneless fillet is ready to go. We're gonna bring this up to a boil and let it simmer while we get everything else ready. I'm not really trying to make a stock, I'm just trying to extract some of the flavor from the carcass so that we get to utilize all of that and the head, and there's good flavor in there. So we're gonna make a shallot herb butter. Then I have here dill and parsley. Roll that all up together. And then what I have here is Kerrygold makes a garlic herb butter. So it already has herbs and great flavor in there, but we are going to add even more. So this is about room temp so that we can mix everything in. So we're gonna mix in our dill and parsley, and then our shallots, and we'll give that a good mix so it's just soft enough so that I can mix it, and then I'm gonna, after I mix this, throw this into the fridge to let it harden up again. But that's it. Very, very simple. Just make sure everything is incorporated into the butter, and there we go. Probably could have been a little bit softer, but that's okay. We're working on our muscles. All right, let's give a check. This is our rack that's steaming away. We're gonna keep letting it go while we do the other stuff. We'll pull this out probably in like 20 minutes. We're gonna make a puree to put under the fish. So this is a sweet onion. I couldn't find Vidalia's, which I'm kind of surprised, but so I have one sweet onion, a parsnip, and these are actually just carrots. So I'm gonna peel these, peel the parsnip, and then chop up my onion, these cloves of garlic, and throw this in the oven at 350 degrees until everything is nice and soft. This is just cracked black pepper. No, it's just table salt, or sea salt rather. A little bit of olive oil. And into the oven this goes. And last but not least, some asparagus. We're just gonna roast that off as well in the oven. We'll wait till those veg are done, and we're actually gonna put this under the broiler. And the only treatment that these are getting are salt, pepper, a little bit of olive oil. All right, my little bit of broth is done here. So we're gonna strain that. So now another thing we're gonna do is like these collars on those little whiting. Look at this. Look at the chunks of meat that collar holds on that little fish. So we're gonna pick through that. Actually, put it inside there. That's gonna go into our puree with the parsnip, the carrot, and the sweet onion. So I'm gonna pull off and sift through this and find all the good meat and put it in there. Like I said, nothing is going to waste on this fish. We are gonna make the most out of it. So all that meat is all going right in there. Also, just to point out that it's not lost, this is actually that belly piece from the fillet that I went over the ribs. So we still get that whole belly piece. That's going in. We want that nice and soft because we want a smooth puree. So I'll put that in with our fish scraps and the fish broth. I moved some of it out of the cup so that it wasn't too much. I'd rather add some liquid rather than have too much liquid. So I divided what was in there in half. And we're gonna put just a little bit of olive oil in there. And we'll wait for that to cool down. And then we will blend that. So now I'm gonna switch this over to broil high and throw in our asparagus. And that's only gonna take maybe like 10 minutes. That's gonna be fast. So in that time, we're gonna start cooking our fish. Also to our veg, I'm gonna add just a little dash of cream for richness. Oh, that's beautiful. That's the perfect texture. It's sweet. Oh, that is delicious. So I didn't totally finish my thought there. I was saying it's sweet, but also because of that parsnip, the little bit of char on the onion, and then that fish broth, it's got this nice earthy taste. It doesn't taste fishy at all. It doesn't taste like fish, but that fish broth added another really beautiful dimension, and it is velvet smooth. That is so good. All right, asparagus. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I want to show you guys a cool trick. I know this is my carbon steel pan. Every time I use it, I just wipe it out, so it's pretty much become non-stick. But a way that you can test a pan to see if it's ready to put something in it is you take a little bit of water and you drip it into the pan. And if it just sits there like this, the pan's not ready yet. If it hits the pan and immediately evaporates, it's also not ready. What you want is that water to dance around the pan. And what it'll do, because all food has water content, is when you put the food down, it'll create a steam between the food and the pan, and the food won't stick. Just doing a little bit of salt and pepper on our fish. Okay. And that skin's gonna curl just a little bit. You don't want to force it, just gently hold it down and it'll relax. But I'm not pushing hard, I'm just holding it down until I feel it give and settle down. It might look like I'm pressing hard, but I really am not. Very, very gently, just making sure that it sits flat. And now every once in a while I'm going to go in and just make sure that it's still sitting flat. Because what happens is that moisture builds underneath it and it starts to steam and pushes the fish up because the sides are sealed. And we're going to cook these all the way through on this side. We're never going to flip these. So now they're almost cooked through. I'm going to add our herb butter to the top. And then over here on the side, we're going to add our roe. We're almost finished here. Alright, we are done. Let's plate up. A little bit of roe. All right, check that out. Hang on, let me give you the close up out here. All right. Cheers. Oh, I'm excited for this. That herb butter on top of that puree. I'm at a loss for words. Whiting, if you've never had whiting, I would almost compare it to flounder or fluke. It is an incredibly mild white fish. I would almost compare it to hogfish, actually. It's not as firm, but there's no fishy flavor. It is delicious. And these flavors are not too bold that they're gonna overpower it. I got my roe. Even the roe on some fish can be fishy. That's not. I feel like I did this fish honor because it really, when you're fishing that long, you get a small fish like that, it can feel a bit defeating, especially when it wasn't the targeted species. For even that species, it wasn't that big of a fish, but we made the absolute most out of this fish. Obviously, if I had to feed another person, not gonna happen. This was a solo meal, but you know, if you caught a couple that size, you could do a few plates like this, and it is good. I've been looking forward to eating whiting since the last time on the channel I caught and ate a whiting. It is an amazing, amazing fish. I wish we got them down in the Keys. But, all right guys, I am going to sit back, enjoy this beautiful, beautiful weather. I'm almost back in Key West. I will see you down there, and I got a lot planned, a lot more videos coming, and I think we're gonna get back to doing a lot of picking up scraps at the dock. I didn't do too much of that in New York, and I would like to get back to that. So we're gonna cook a lot of fish heads down in Key West. So I will see you there.